and then they're like, "Oh yeah, we have this idea and this idea," and they were able to like. I thought that we weren't going to make it, and we ended up making it, and it's because these people kind of took us under their wing. So I just want to say I'm really grateful to you guys. Thank you.
All
Awesome. Thank
right,
you
guys.
guys.
Thank you. And we move on to the next one. So best use. So
Yes, best use to
Jesse, I'm giving
Snap
to you.
Cloud. Yep. So Snap Cloud is our cloud backend powered by Supabase, and so we wanted to see what teams could do with that to kind of help bring that into the real world. So we will. The winner is CareNest by CareNest. This was an awesome project for tired moms to help them manage their day a little bit better. So congratulations, CareNest. If you're on, please come on camera.
Hey, we're not gathered as a team. Um, but it was an amazing experience to work on. I've been to the Reality Hack for many years, and I feel like it's my community. And having a baby really made me feel separated from my community. So it was amazing to come back to my community with a problem I had experienced and to figure it out together in this space was really amazing. So thank you so much, Spectacles, for helping us out along the way, figuring it all out, and thanks, team. Woo!
Great job.
Well done. Well done. So congratulations. And we move to the next one.
Yeah, and our final track was best use of spatial eye with spectacles because AI apparently is a thing these days, and we wanted to celebrate that. So we can go ahead and see who the winner is. Yeah, this was Noodle by Team Snack. When we judged this, we just consistently kept getting feedback from our judges about how well polished this app was and what a great job you guys had done. So super excited, and we'll see if we can work with you guys to get this one published because we're really interested in it.
Have the team come up.
Thank you so much. It was such an amazing experience to work on this project. And I just want to shout out my team because they were phenomenal to work with. And I feel like not only had a good experience building, but also made some amazing friends along the way. It was a joy to work with the Spectacles.
Yeah, it was a fun project to work with, and the overall experience was amazing. And it's just fun connecting the nodes in the AR.
Yeah, such a fun project and such a fun team. I'm so glad we all got to work on this together. I'd show my
Great.
camera, but I'm in bed.
Like many of us probably. Great achievements, guys. Congratulations, and thank you, Jesse and Snap Spectacles team for presenting this award. In the interest of time now, I will again do a bit of a shuffling and I'll switch back to DLVR. So I'll stop sharing to keep the excitement on.
Hello, Luca. Thank you so
Yeah,
much. Thank you so much. It was a great time, great people. And yeah, we got very few projects. We got hip hop project, we got robot project, um, and we got one very interesting experimentation with media project. And our best project was deep into human perception. It's how you transition between sleeping, real world, and all the things that are happening in real world. So it's table number 26. Really great experiment, really great hack, and our DOVR awards goes to Static, and would be really great to hear from them.
can we see the team? Are you with us?
Hello.
Congratulations. Yes.
Hey,
Yeah, Malcolm.
hey.
Jack English didn't.
I'm using Jack English is like the accounts, but I'm one of Dreamer's decisions.
static. Team member. Anyway.
We had a
Thank
great
you.
time making the
Thank
experience.
you.
I'm
And
glad
where
you
are
guys
you
enjoyed it.
guys? Where's Christopher and Malcolm and Nathan? And they're all our team and our team, and I'm so happy. Where are you guys? Malcolm's there. Hey, Malcolm!
We're here.
Our team loves. Yes! Woo!
Ooh, that's the
Yay.
spirit. That's the
You
creator.
guys don't
Hey,
see me?
thank you.
Malcolm's the real one. Yeah.
Okay, so glad to see that many winners actually congregated in one venue. So we have a hybrid event here, in person and online, which is great. All right, so that was award by Dio VR, and thank you, Ivan, for presenting it. I will now skip over spectacles because we've done it already, and move to the next award in the interest of time. So this one we already gave him. And the next award will be presented by, just give me a second, by Google DeepMind. So I would like to invite the representative from Google.
Hello. Can you guys hear me?
Yes, please go ahead, Thomas.
Awesome. Cool. This is Thomas from Google. Hello, everybody. Super excited to join you for the closing ceremony. So, first of all, thank you so much for everybody who joined the track. That was my first event. Really, really exciting. Learn a lot. Saw a lot of people experimenting with really, really cool demos. So, thank you so much for the opportunity. And we saw a lot of you guys who built on Android XR and Gemini Live, and we have a winner. So, drum rolls.
I know you wasn't watching it, but yeah, where you at?
I think there's somebody who is not muted. So the best Android XR app with Gemini Live is Love, Ape, and Robots by Angel Share. So I don't know if you guys are on the call. You are.
Yeah, if you're on the call, please.
We are. We're on.
Yay!
Hi.
Oh, we are all in
Congratulations.
the background. We are all in Jimin's room, like a room, your living room. Yeah, that's exciting. And Kaden here is our lead engineer who make the Gemini Live API happen. We have another teammate, Pamela. Her phone is got a little bit wet, but anyway, we're so happy.
Thank you so much.
Awesome.
Woo!
Yeah, congratulations.
Oh.
We're here, and we're
Nice.
eating fried chicken, so that's amazing.
You were ready
Awesome.
to win. That's great.
We are
Yeah,
very
it's
ready.
almost noon, so you can go ahead. But yeah, congratulations. That was really cool. What you guys built was really awesome. You had like your bespoke kind of like circle to search. Had a conversation with a muffin, which never happened to me before, which was really awesome. So yeah, congratulations. Definitely well deserved. And so yeah, we have something for you guys. So we'll get in touch with you super quickly. And by interest of time, I'll try to move on, but congratulations again to you. We have actually 4 runner-ups, so I don't know, Luke, if you have a slide for them. Probably not, because this is something we decided early this morning, but I can announce them if it's okay
Unfortunately,
with you.
I don't have the runners up, so we have to go ahead yourself, Thomas. Do you have slides, or you just want to talk over it?
I don't have slide. I can just give their name really quickly, and
Sure.
yeah, hopefully they'll recognize themselves, and we'll get back to we'll get in touch with them too. But yeah, for the runner-up, so we have Dreamfield Gateways. I know you guys won the study track again, so really, really strong project. Congratulations. De-escalate, which was super impressive. So congrats. 2001 House Dream, pretty cool. Pretty good riff on 2001 Space Odyssey for the sci-fi fans. So congratulations to you. And Keystone too, with the kind of like factory in VR. Congratulations. So we also have prizes for the 4 runner-ups. So same thing. We'll get in touch with you guys soon. So yeah, congratulations to everybody, and yeah, have a nice day, everyone, and thank you so much for the opportunity.
Thank you, Thomas. Thank you, Google DeepMind, and congratulations to the winner.
Yo, thank you so much.
Well done. All right, so we move to the next award, which will be presented by Qualcomm. I don't know, Maurice, Rajan, is there anybody from the team to present?
I will start briefly.
Yes.
Hi guys, my name is Morris Novello. I'm the head of developer marketing at Qualcomm. I'm very impressed with the last 3 days. Nevertheless, this kind of climate disaster never stop you, not stop us.
Before I have to do my
Um,
noon call. That's
amazing.
the last one they show, and we're not again.
Yeah, there is some voice on the background.
Hello.
But anyway,
Please mute yourself.
yes, I will say the climate here is not stopping you, you all the hackers and us. So this is amazing, impressive kind of last 3 days. I want to thank you, the organizer, Luke, and your team. You've been fundamental to this success. I want to thank all the participants, all the hackers and the mentors. I want to thank all the judges as well, that they have to kind of in a very short term to deliver this kind of amazing work, and also the 2 our partners that participate with us this year, so Raineo and Android XR and Google Mind. This year we had 4 tracks, more than 80 participants in our Qualcomm dedicated tracks. So 2 was AR/VR and 2 were hardware. And for the prize, I hand over now to Rajan Mistry, lead engineering evangelist in at Qualcomm.
Yeah, thanks, Morris. Yeah, like Morris said, big thank you, big shout out to all the Reality Hack teams, all the partners, the Google Android XR team, Winnie and team, Thomas and team, the DeepMind team, Rainio team. But big congratulations to every hacking team, not just the winners. I think you all are winners. All teams that finish their projects, build cool projects, all the projects we could not have thought of, right? So big congratulations to everybody who finished. I would love to come on camera, but I think I accidentally came on camera a few minutes ago and then somebody blocked me. So now it says I cannot show myself on camera. So, but that's okay. We can. There you go. Okay, awesome. So the first track we had was the best XR experience, right? So this was using Android XR on the Samsung Galaxy XR devices to show the best kind of fully immersive experience on the device. And the winner is, drumroll, Reboot by Faulty Seal. I think they built a fully like interactive game with aliens in them. It was a fully, it was a great experience that they built. Somebody wants to, from the team is online, they can say a few words.
Hi, I'm here. I'm not sure if the rest of my team is here, but thank you so much. We were a bit worried that we wouldn't get the prize because of some technical difficulties we had with the demos. But I'm really proud of everyone on the team. We all put in our best effort and got through quite a few challenges.
Yeah, I
Hi,
yeah,
Steve.
really-
Part of the team too.
Yeah,
Hello.
we're part of the team as well.
Hi.
Hey, sorry, say something. Oh, yeah, no, I guess we can talk about it as well. Like, it was a pretty ambitious project from the get-go. This intersection of like, I actually not just build out the virtual environment, the physical hardware you're going to touch. And even during the demo, where it's like, oh, wow, we're encountering things we didn't before. But, I think we, pulled through in the end. I'm very proud of what we made.
Yeah, this was a really ambitious project. Yeah. Again, like we had a physical interface, we had an entire game, we had completely original art assets. It was
it was. You made them. Oh. Yeah. Sorry, we're lucky.
So much fun working with all you guys. Thank you.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Awesome. So the next category is the best AR utility using the Rainio glasses. Once again, big thank you to the Rainio team that was here, Max and Jackman that were helping all the teams. And the winner for the best AR utility is, drumroll, Forget Me Not by Forget Me Not. I guess people will not forget them because the name of the project and name of the team is the same. But they built a cool immersive app that was meant for people with memory issues, right? People with Alzheimer's. They would have an assistant which was personalized for them and help them navigate the world. So think great project, great execution there once again. So yeah, if you guys are online, show yourselves.
Hello.
We're
just very happy. And our team is actually in two different places right now. Yeah,
Hi,
we're
Spencer. How's
on
Danny?
Newberry. Well, yeah, this was such an amazing experience. Huge shout out to Max and Jackman from Radio, and of course the
Yeah,
bigger
you guys are the
Qualcomm team.
best. You're fucking
Yeah,
amazing.
so
Max, Jackman,
wow,
thank you
so
so much.
supportive, so good, and we're really excited to bring this project to the next level. We really want to get some live user testing, get this thing approved with the IRB, and write a few papers with it. We are really passionate about it, and hope to see everyone next year as well.
Yeah, and just a thank you to also the organizers and everyone that helped out. I mean, this is like, snowstorm notwithstanding, like this is a really crazy experience for everyone, and we all pulled through and we're at the end. So thank you guys very much.
Thank you.
Awesome. So the next two categories from Qualcomm were for the hardware hack, right? So this year we also had the Arduino Uno Qs for the hackers to hack on. So the next two prizes were for folks who were part of the hardware track, but also there was the challenge was not just use the Uno Qs, but also bring that experience into an immersive experience, right? Use AI at the edge, but also bring it to a use case which involves AR, VR, right? So combine the physical world to the virtual world. So the best use of Edge AI for hardware hack, the award goes to drumroll SoundSense by SoundSense. Again, it's one of those where it's SoundSense. They had a cool project. Really, they were running a Whisper model on the Uno Q on the Edge device, but they had a bunch of sound microphones. They were detecting which direction the sound was coming from. So for somebody with hearing impaired, they had a their demo was really good, right? So it was like fully functional, which direction the sound is coming from. It would do translation. It would help them visualize the sounds that are around them. So it was a great project. So I see you guys are online.
Everyone, thank you so much. My team isn't actually on call right now. They just texted me. They said to let me know if we won. But yeah, wow, I'm so surprised. This is amazing. Like we actually didn't come up with the idea until like Friday 6 o'clock. So like that was I think like the first day 6 o'clock. So we spent a lot of time deciding between three ideas, and we decided on this one. And then wow, like we are just so surprised. Thank you guys so much. Shout out to my team. We all did amazing. Yeah. That's amazing.
Awesome. And the final category for the Qualcomm track was best use of software on the Arduino Uno Q. So Arduino Uno Q has a new app lab as part of their offering. It's the next version of the Arduino IDE. It's also online. So the award for the best use of Arduino App Lab for hardware hack goes to drumroll Oops All Motion. So they used the Arduino Uno Q. They actually trained their model in Edge Impulse. That's another piece of software platform that's outside of Uno Q. And they use the sample labs that were available in App Lab to bring a new model, integrate it, and execute it. And they had a very cool VR experience. So they got bonus points for using the Uno Q, using Edge Impulse, bringing the model in, using the sample apps, but also using the Samsung Galaxy XR. They had a Android XR app running on that headset and a cool use case around it. So congratulations to all the winners. So Oops All Motion, if you guys are online.
Yeah, so I'm one of the team members. Our team is kind of distributed around. I just want to say thanks to all the mentors at Qualcomm to help us get through all the bugs and also opening up their chips so we can use them on the edge. Anything to say, Lee?
Fantastic event. Really enjoyed it. When can we do it again? That was wonderful.
Yeah, we had a great time working with so many different tools and learning so much. It was an absolute blast.
No. Yeah, it was great. I mostly worked on
I made the box for the little device was in.
Well done, the team. And I think that yeah, we all agree that this year's seen a lot of uptake of hardware, and I think that's a message to all of us that maybe there should be more of that. So well done everybody, and thank you Maurice and Rajan and the whole Qualcomm team for presenting this award. We are now moving to our final sponsor award, and I would like to invite representative from Meta to give awards for their tracks now.
Hey everyone, thanks again for having us in the event. It was a pleasure for us to be there again and to sponsor the event. We were super excited to see all the cool things you all built. We had 3 tracks this year, so thank you very much again for the participation. And now it's time to know the winners. So on Quest tracks, we had 2 of them. The best implementation of hand tracking is the first one. So let's see who the winner is. So the winner for this one is Jazzcasters. So thank you very much again for all the energy that you invested on this, all the inspiration that you brought to the project, and it was cool to see you all moving around, talking to other people, talking to the mentors that we had. Also a shout out to XR Bootcamp who supported us mentoring for Quest. We had a limited team this year, so thank you very much. I don't know if the teams speak now or after all the prizes. Please go on.
Thank you so much. This is so exciting. We were really excited to get to play around with this technology, and it was really cool being able to integrate it into like such a fun game. For a lot of us, this was our first hack, and I feel like everyone in our team really brought unique strengths, and we all synergized so well. Like the last night we did an all-nighter that was like it didn't feel tedious. It was like we were having fun the whole time working on this. So it's really exciting to get this award. Thank you so much.
And thanks again for David for essentially vocalizing the very idea that we all had. If anybody wants to play a fun wizard spellcasting tower defense game, I want to thank everyone here involved and had an awesome team, had a blast with you guys. Can't wait to do it again next year.
Yeah, thank you so much. Thank you for the mentors and the team and for the opportunity from Reality Hack. And we're going to have an itch.io page for any updates coming, so keep an eye out for it. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you all. All right, moving on. Also, just a quick note, please feel free to share your apps in the community or submitting them to the App Store on Horizon. So let's go to the second track then, best use of AI in a mixed reality app on MetaQuest. And for this one, the winner is OpenAI by Team Ocean. So thank you very much again for thinking on how we can have context-aware visuals, how we can leverage pass-through camera and AI, which is, yes, a big thing nowadays. So thanks again for connecting all of this into a cool experience. Would the team like to speak a little bit?
Yeah, this is 2 of our members. 2 of them are still on their way.
Yeah.
I'm Baylor, and this is Will. And we'd like to thank Meta and Qualcomm for making this possible. We used Edge AI and the AI SDK on the Quest as well. So
The LLM SDK from Meta is really helpful, really streamlined the process. So yeah, thank you, Meta team. Also, thank you to Luke for convincing me to come. Otherwise, I wouldn't have been here. So thank you.
thank you. Thanks to our other teammates, Irene, Caitlin, and
Thank you,
JT.
guys.
Thank you all my teammates.
Thank you.
Here. Oh, I see them.
Cool. So our newest addition for this year, we had a wearables track to learn from you and get feedback on our recent SDK that we share for our AI glasses. So this one, we were looking for the best use of the device access toolkit that we just released in December. It's available to anyone who would like to play with this. So it showcases a hands-free everyday use case. So we were looking for how you could be creative, think about real pain points that glasses can enable or take it to a whole new level. So the winner for this track in this competition, we will have two teams, no priority order. Both of them will get the same prize, but we would like to acknowledge that all the teams were super, super engaged on this. We appreciated all the feedback. We had the chance to interview each of the teams and get more insights on how we can better prioritize and support developers out there. So thank you again for all the energy you put into this. So two teams for this one, same prizes. The first winner for this is... So yeah, both projects are here. So the first one, Smart Site. So this was a very, very cool project where we can enable students who would like to use the capabilities of our AI glasses and camera and speakers to get contextual help on what you were studying, to get insights about how you are performing, how you can better use your time. It's like Whoop for your study performance. It was a great showcase of how you can really understand potential users for the product who are already using apps on mobile phones, and this is kind of a burden sometimes to try to manage everything, and you get distracted, which is the opposite of what you're trying to do. So this is a very, very cool use case. Congrats, guys. Would you like to speak a little bit for Smart Site before I move to the second project?
Yeah, thank you, Casira. And yeah, the team members are all spread across the city, but we'd like to thank the entire Meta team for the incredible on-site support for the device access toolkits. I recommend everyone to check it out. It's very well documented. And we'd like to thank especially Kassier, you guided us on product scoping and value proposition. And yeah, it was amazing. We built SmartSight to enable automatic study tracking because we experienced the pain point ourselves of how tiring and frustrating manual study logging can be. And yeah, if this idea resonates with you guys, please check out our project and reach out to us if you want to explore this use case on education. And yeah, do you guys want to speak next?
It was definitely a very, very fun experience. Thank you so much. It was fun to work with all of the team, and especially for the Meta team as well. They're super supportive and gave a lot of like helpful insights. So very glad that we could see how we can leverage Meta Ray-Ban into day-to-day use life. So thank you so much.
All right, thank you all. Moving on to the second project that we would like to acknowledge here. And the second winner is the project called Our Life, which is a very creative way of including and bringing closer to other people, seniors or patients that suffer with dementia or Alzheimer, how we can help them overcome the main issues of short-term memory loss or difficulty, a bit of disorientation, but also some social isolation or distance. How we can provide support for those types of patients and help them live a better quality of life and feel closer and included in the people lives in the lives of the people that they care about. So congrats again on this project. It was very, very cool how you could leverage a few of our capabilities, but in different ways. So for example, you would use camera capture to enhance the context for the short-term events that happen for that user, but in a way that's not intrusive. It's not, I don't know, overwhelming for the user, in a sense that they can ask for this context if they need, and it's always there. But if it's not, it's still a great pair of glasses that solves another problem for them in their life. It would be much simpler for them to adopt because they really look like normal glasses. They are normal glasses, but you can also help on quick insights or reminders on location-based events. For example, if they are about to leave their house, would you like to remind them to not forget their keys or other types of insights? You can also help caretakers support them at a distance. So thank you. The team for Our Life would like to speak a bit.
Sure, thank you so much, Cassio. So, first off, massive thanks to the Meta team. Um, we were ideating for about half a day, back on Friday, and it took a very long time. So we kept on chatting with the Meta team about our various ideas. We had a lot of different ideas as a team, and I think the team's really, really happy about how we ended up. This has been one of my favorite hackathons so far in terms of team dynamics. And we just had so much fun the entire time, staying up into the night, making funny jokes, and singing, singing for the background of our demo video. Um, so the music there was something that we all like hummed together. It's very funny. Our life is something that's really important to me personally. Um, my great grandmother passed away due to dementia about 10 years ago when I was a kid, and it's something that stays with me to this day. So I really, really appreciate the team working with me on this, and let's see what else the other team members have to say.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you, Victor. Thank you all so much. I've had a truly unforgettable 3 days with this incredible team. Huge thanks to Victor, our core, for tackling the massive workload across the backend and AI components, and pulling your independent development of the Ray-Ban glasses was outstanding. And also Aurora, Shayla, thank you for providing such constructive support for our design and demo experience. Yeah, and also Jake, your contributions to the Oculus development and video production was invaluable. Yeah, cheers to what we've built together.
All right, thank you, everyone. Again, feel free to post your projects on our GitHub discussions community. It's on the repository for wearables. We would love to see the reaction and the inspiration you will also bring to the rest of the community. It's a new community, and we hope to see you guys doing other amazing things out there. So again, thank you for all the participation, and back to Luke.
Thank you. Congratulations to the winning teams, and thank you, Casio, for presenting this Meta Award. So now we conclude the first part of awards, which is by sponsors. In case we missed any detail or any prize maybe that is still there, give a shout to Brian quickly. But I hope everything is in order. And now we would like to proceed with our special tracks. And I will be now calling on somebody to present XR Health and Wellness Design. I think that would be by Tristan,
Yes.
perhaps, or
Yes.
yeah. Please go
Hello.
ahead, Tristan. Yeah.
Hi, I'm so excited. Okay, I'm trying to position myself so you can see me. I'm here with Moses. We had a phenomenal time at the Reality Hack. Can you see me? I don't think they can see
You
me.
just switched off your camera. You were there a second ago.
Yeah,
Go
there.
ahead, go ahead. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, you're back. Yeah.
We truly had a phenomenal time. We had 4 biomechanical engineers from Iceland with us. We had a meditation station. We met extraordinary people, and we didn't know how it would go to create this new XR Health and Wellness track. However, we had an overwhelming response. We reviewed 15 teams, and we were blown away. So first of all, I want to thank Maria Rice for reeling me in. She helped me design the track, and I felt so confident and ready to come in and bring this health and wellness track to life. And wow. I'm also very thankful to Beth Salvadelli, who flew in from Texas, and she very generously has sponsored our cash prizes, which you'll hear about soon. And also, I'm extremely grateful to Invincikids from Stanford, who sent in those lo-fi headsets, who we've donated to MIT and given some away to friends. And we are very excited also that we have some more sponsorship of prizes from Lost Eagle Orbis, who also joined us at the hack. So I'm going to start with the honorable mention for XR Health and Wellness Design. And that goes to a team called Gradient. Now, Gradient, their mission statement says, everyone exists on a gradient. Now everyone can build on one too. This exceptionally talented team designed and eloquently articulated an inclusive solution to make app design accessible to all, incorporating the Raven Resonance glasses. This was a revolutionary idea that can really grow and make an impact. We really focused on impact companies that would really make a positive impact on our world. And this is like really about inclusion and health. So the prize for the honorable mention is lifetime access to Flow Meditation for Modern Life and a personalized tour of Reykjavik when you visit Iceland. Okay, now we're going to go on to the third place prize for XR Health and Wellness Design. It's a great team called Rain With Me, Jingxian team. They were doing biosensing and haptic hardware to help you feel the emotions of others. Now, like kind of like an empathy tool for use in therapy and beyond. And this super talented team really shined bright, both in their execution and the depth of research data they managed to capture. And the demo was super engaging and a great start to a catchy idea that could grow and take off. So the third prize team gets 1 year access to Flow Meditation for Modern Life. They also have a personal signed copy of Digital Wellbeing by Caitlin Krause sent to you personally. And that's sponsored by Orbis Lost Eagle. And we're also getting the personal tour of Reykjavik when you visit Iceland. Don't forget that. Come to Iceland and check it out. And we also have a $250 cash prize sponsored by XR Impact Network. Woohoo! Thank you so much. Okay, so we love Beth for really, that all happened, you know, just right before this all happened. We came up with these amazing cash prizes. So second place goes to an amazing group called Forget Me Not, addressing dementia and Alzheimer's. This inspiring mission-driven team built a valuable human-centered tool that provides essential voice-activated, on-demand memory, facial recognition, and locational support for the elderly, leveraging glasses, the Ray Neo X3 Pro. The potential impact of this tool and its future development to support the global aging population is extremely exciting. These great people. Oh, and I forgot to, now I'm going to invite them to say something. The Forget Me Not, would you like to say something? Now I forgot to let the other guys speak. Okay, let's maybe.
Hey, hi. Thank you for having us back. We are now in a ramen restaurant, but thank you so much for everything for this act.
Yeah, well, I'm at a loss of words right now. Well, yeah.
Amazing.
Got something to say, or I can't think of it. My brain is so cold.
But thank you all so much, and this has been a great experience overall. We actually, I'll share one thing. We saw this track, and we instantly we had the idea already of this tool that we're building, and we saw the track, and we literally thought like, oh, well, obviously we have to do this track. It just made so much sense, and with the just with the form factor of the X3s, it just, you know, we instantly thought, okay, this is like an acceptable form factor that we thought that Alzheimer's and elderly geriatric care patients, you know, we can see more adoption with that. But yeah, thank you so much.
Thank you so much. This means a lot to us, to honor you and your great work. Did I mention, wait a minute, now I'm a little bit, okay. I kind of messed up. So I did second place before third place. So I'm going to go, sorry about that. I'm not going to go, okay, I messed up. It's okay. This is like the perfectly imperfect situation. Can I go to third place? Oh, wait, did I?
Yeah, do you want me to help you out?
Yeah, help me out.
Okay.
Okay.
Hi. Hi, yes. Thank you so much. Do you have something to say for us?
No, just thank you so much for your support and just like trying out our project. We had so much fun and pivoted like 4 times, and it was a really great adventure the whole way through. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it.
We appreciate you.
Thank you. And for the first place,
No. Should we let the Gradient people say something?
yeah, okay, sure.
Can we have the Gradient people just say a few words, the Gradient as well? Anyway, I'm so sorry that I messed with the flow of this. Going with the flow, breaking the flow. Sorry. Okay. Gradient, did you want to say something? Are you there? Okay. Sorry. Okay. I think we're moving towards the first place prize, right? We've mentioned third place, Rain with Me, Biosensing. Now we mentioned for second place, Forget Me Not. And I didn't mention the prize for that. We have a cash prize for Forget Me Not, which is a $500 cash prize, along with the other things that everyone's getting, which is the access to Flow and the personalized tour of Reykjavik and the book. Okay. We are going to the first place prize, and thank you for bearing with me. So Flow is very, very proud to present the first prize because Flow came to the Reality Hack with kind of dreams and visions of what could happen, and we didn't know what would happen, but we had a miracle happen for us here, and that is a long-standing dream of Flow, which is meditation for modern life. It's in VR, it's in web and mobile and television, but we've never had an AR tool. This team built an AR version of Flow, which is a total dream come true. From my very beginning of Flow, I had imagined have flowing glasses to be able to meditate on the go with your eyes open. And this team took on that challenge and did a phenomenal job using the Raven Resonance glasses, but with an idea that this is platform agnostic. So the winner is, drum roll, a team called Attune. Now, Attune showed so much dedication. They really went about they had this ability to tackle the issue. They executed. They created a beautiful app for meditating with eyes open on the go, working with Raven Resonance, and we are super excited to work with the team onward and upward. So they're also getting lifetime access to Flow, Meditation for Modern Life. They're going to get the signed copy of Digital Wellbeing by Caitlin Krause, sent to them personally to their home. They're getting a tour of Reykjavik when they come to Iceland. And they were getting a cash prize of $1,000 sponsored by XR Impact Network. I'm very proud to tell you about this because XR Impact Network are working with InvinciKids and working with Flow to bring these impactful solutions to youth centers across the country, to healthcare, and to places where it's needed most. So from the bottom of my heart and from the hearts of our team, thank you. Oh, and now let's hear from Attune.
If any member of
any member of Attune is on this call. Yes,
Hey there.
hello.
Hi. Hi, Tristan. This is Yashin. It's from Attune team.
So good to see you.
I'm not sure if anybody in my team is still here, but they probably at their home at New York, but I'm here in Boston here. And I'm really glad to hear that we got a win and really appreciate to cooperate with your guys. And we do have really hard challenge with this time because we don't have the actual glasses for us to have a test, but we did an amazing job on to design the concept of how we work with Raven glasses, with their feeders on their glasses, and also to cooperate with Flow team to create amazing meditations relief experience.
Yeah, Sheen, thank you so much. Your dedication was from the beginning, just warmed our hearts, and you just captured us from the get-go. And it was your determination that formed this team. So I'm glad that you're the one announcing from the team.
Thank you so much.
Incredible work. And thank you again, Maria Rice. You are the best in the world.
Thank you for flying your whole crew over here. And we hope to see you many, many more times. Thanks, Flow.
That's our plan, at least.
Thank Thank you, Tristan. Thank you, Maria. Just to mention that, I think Tristan brought really flow to the floor of the MIT at the MIT Reality Hack, and I think I hope many of you also use the meditation space, which was amazing. I think with all the technology out there, we need to make sure that we are human beings, and flow and wellness, health is important. All right. So without further ado, now we move to a game prototyping track. And that will be supported. That's powered by Preview Labs and supported Petrichor Games. Can we have somebody to present this one?
Hello, everybody. Good morning. This is Jarno from Preview Labs. I'm not sure if Ryan or Karina from Petrichor Games are here, but feel free to show yourselves.
I'm also here from Petrichor. I don't know if
Nice.
y'all can see me. Wait, where's the camera? I don't know.
Yes, we can.
I'm here.
Yeah, awesome. So this was a first edition of the game prototyping track. It was really cool to help organize. And my thanks goes to Petrichor Games and Preview Labs for both sponsoring the track. And of course, the MIT Reality Hack team for allowing the track to happen and also helping with the organization. You guys have been awesome. So it was really cool helping with this. So we had way more entries than we anticipated, which was really cool, but also made the job for us pretty difficult. The cool part was that everyone had a completely different type of game, like using different types of technologies, senses, and even also mechanics. So there were games revolving around audio, fast gameplay, storytelling, sustainability and education, puzzles, and I can go on for quite a while. So because of this, we had to spend an additional 2 hours yesterday discussing the eventual winner. So the judging definitely wasn't over for us after MIT closed. But that was a cool thing, that means that all of the projects were kind of equal and just that there was a lot of good entries, which was really nice. So we do have 3 honorable mentions. I'm not sure if they're shown in the slide, so I'll just go over them. First of all, there's Okan AI by Team Ocean, a really cool project, and we've seen them before, so congratulations, you guys did a really good job. Then Scribble Hero was also a very interesting project. And Bophum by the Dodecahedron team. All of these projects kind of really focused on one key mechanic and try to decorate it, which we really like here at the prototyping track. So that was really cool. But now the team that will receive $1,500 in cash, or the game, is Battlefish by Reality Obscura. So congratulations to Team 43. If you're here, please show yourselves and say a few words. Thank you.
Hello, another win for the Revolution Hotel. Thank you guys so much. This was so much fun to build. Doing hey, Dylan's on the street too. Let's go. Yeah, hey, Jacob. Yes, this was so much fun. We had a blast just coming up with the prototype. And it was so cool that since from the beginning, we had just a really basic design document and we stuck with it the whole time and it felt amazing. So, yeah. But yeah, amazing team, amazing fun, amazing track. So thank you guys so much.
Yeah, this was so much fun. This was the first time I met any of these people. And I'm so glad there's a game prototyping track that we could do. And yeah, I'm really excited for Reality Hack next year.
All right.
All right.
Okay, so
Congratulations, guys.
Thank you. Thank you for presenting the award, and congratulations to the winner. To the winners again. Glad to see them congregated in that venue and being able to also experience that together. And the next category is XR for MIT Math and Physics Education track. I don't know if there is anybody specific to present it. I don't have information on that. So if there is nobody, I will reveal the winner. All right. Okay, so there's no winner. There's no winner for that. Okay. Okay, so we didn't get a winner for this one. So that has to be basically put forward, or we will try to revert to it, I suppose. Okay, so it's almost like live TV here. I'm getting the information as I speak on my earplug. So okay, guys, so you have to wait for this one, and we will move forward to the Founders Lab, and powered by Reality Hack for Startups and sponsored by Cognitive 3D. Can I give the mic to someone here, whether it's Tony or Maria?
We're here.
Yeah.
It's gonna be me
Yeah.
and Karen and Hasib and maybe Martin. And thank you, Luke. You're doing a really amazing job. Or Dr. Luke, you're always the best one to go live on air. So glad. So this is the first year that we made the Founders Lab track available to everyone at the Hack. And we want to thank all of the teams, the many teams who went the extra mile to prepare product pitch materials for their hackathon projects. And thanks to Cognitive 3D for supporting the Founders Lab and for contributing the cash prize of $1,500 for the winner. Our goal was to empower future startup founders to explore hack-to-market pipeline and to support the creation of transformative ventures that solve meaningful real-world and dream world problems. So I'll pass it on to Karen.
Yeah, thanks, Maria. So the Founders Lab honorable mention was really inspiring, future of multimodal sensing and generative AI. They also did a really good job of backing it with thoughtful market research, which was really important for us, and the team's pitch and conviction. And we really appreciate that they stuck to this year's theme, and they are Dreamy by Version Control. Give it up for them if you guys are online.
My cat congratulates you all as well.
And I'll pass it on to Hasib.
I have some friends.
Hello, can you guys hear us?
Oh,
good. Dreamy's around.
Hello, can you do this?
Coming. Hi.
Oh, great.
Hi, guys.
Great.
So, okay, I'll move the laptop over, but we're Dream Me by our product's called Dream Me by Version Control.
Oh,
5 of us. There you go. That's all 4 of us in the team, and
five.
yeah, all 5 of
Yes,
us.
Sam here as well.
All 5 of us in the team, and we making sure we build a product that is similar to like a neural feedback version of TikTok in XR. We use both VR. We use all of VR on a VR headset on generative AI by World's Lab, as well as the brain computer interface from
I brought a
from Kelly.
headband.
From Kelly, and the EEG headband we need to rewrite the SDK because it was supported for BrainBit 1, but the device itself is BrainBit 2, so we gotta debug it overnight to make it work. But we're happy to eventually get it working, and yeah, we're just so excited. And maybe we can get each of the team members on the team to briefly share a message with everyone here.
Do you guys?
Say something.
Everyone.
Yeah, thanks. It took about 10 Red Bulls to code an EEG and a generative Gaussian splat Unity project. So yeah,
all from Sam.
Oh.
Thank you so much.
I guess I can say I'm really proud of our team for kind of working with stuff that like the tech that isn't really there at the moment. I feel like this is something that we can work on and get even further in. We can optimize it even better. And this is kind of like the new frontier of the technology that we were using. And I'm excited to see where we go from here.
for sure.
Isa?
Oh,
Hi. Yeah, just basically no sleep last night, and every day at all. I mean, I try to work on the development side, but Sam took over and he did an amazing job. So really props to him for that. And I mean, I think I mainly did a PM job. So I really don't know what to say, but I'm just so excited. Thank you so much to Hasib, specifically. I think he really helped me out at the very end to really, sort of stage the product in a very good way for the Founders Track. And I don't even know what to say, but thank you so much, guys. Thank you.
I don't know what to say.
I guess thank you to the judges.
Thank you so much.
Kelly,
Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you. You have anything?
where to?
Thank you so much, guys.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys. We were really impressed with that project. And now we'll pass it on to Hasib, who will announce the winner of the Founders
Yeah,
Lab
nice.
track.
Thanks. Oh, can the rest of the teams go on mute, please?
All right, perfect. All right, as you know, the Founders Lab track isn't just about innovative ideas. We're trying to make sure that all of these ideas and yours have market potential, and that is exactly what the winning team prioritized this year. The Founders Lab track winner is Noodle by Team Snack. And I want to highlight why this team stands out. They really focused on a real world challenge of switching costs between using multiple applications. We all have that switching cost in a 2D mode, but it's even worse in 3D when we're switching between applications and have to take off our headset You to go back won! to our computer and The to go back Founders to a Lab. VR headset. Yeah. That's right. And this team really cracked that. And not only did they crack it, but they articulated that challenge in a very concise way. The competitive positioning was tightly presented. The demo made it super obvious that the product solved the challenge that it wants to solve. The pitch felt confident. It was clear. And I and the rest of the judges really did believe that the team was able to solve this challenge and address the switching costs that come with switching between applications in VR and in 2D. So congrats, team. Want to give some airtime to the team to see if they have something to say. Team Snack.
Thank you so much. This is so amazing. And I really love that, we got the chance to work on this problem and kind of see that the applications that AR can have to really help people beyond just gaming and in their daily lives. And I really enjoyed working with my teammates, and the challenge of putting it all into a pitch deck was really valuable. So thank you again.
Yep, congrats, team. Really appreciate y'all.
Thank you so much. So excited to have a second win under our belt now.
Yep, y'all deserve it.
Yeah, thank you
Okay.
guys for this, and it was an amazing experience just building solving the problem we already had, and it was a great journey.
Yep.
All right. So, Hasib, does it conclude the Founders Lab?
Yep, those are the two that we had to give away. So thank you, teams, for participating, and really looking forward to making sure you can continue momentum on your projects.
Thanks a million. Thank you. Thank you, the entire Founders Lab track team. And now, without further ado, we will move to Haruha. No, I have Variety Amplifier. Again, live TV is going, but yeah, okay. So that is actually Hardware Track, which is Reality Amplifier, and I think that will be presented by Jenny.
I think
Jenny, are you in the
Lucas,
studio?
I'm here. I'm on Zoom.
Yeah.
Lucas,
Yes.
JD,
Yes. Okay.
you guys, I think
Hey.
Lucas was on. All right. Well, so Reality Amplifier is actually slightly different from any of the other prizes we've seen this morning. This very specifically is given to a team rather than the project, because at Hardware Hack, one of the things that makes us able to do what we're able to do are actually the team members and from the projects that help, in addition to building their own project, helps other teams, helps us organizers. It really helps to build the community. There's just so much things out there for hardware that's impossible for us to know everything. So this is something we've noticed in the past few years, and the Reality Amplifier is meant to really highlight and acknowledge all those contributions. So can we show the next slide? And the winner, these by peer nomination, is Faulty Seal, Future is Chrome, and Oops All Motion. Congratulations, everyone. And it's great to see a lot of you have also won other prizes. So this is a show that at Reality Hack, you don't need to be fully competitive. It's also about helping each other to all together make very cool stuff.
Yeah, and thank you to everyone who brought anything to help out other teams, anyone who brought an oscilloscope and let other people use it, anyone who brought a printer, anyone who brought extra parts. It's really that energy that makes Hardware Hack the amazing event that it is.
Okay, so we're
Okay,
gonna move. Yeah.
Yeah, if any of those teams are on. All right. Cool. And then Best of Hardware Hack. Is Congratulations, Fur React by Fur React Years.
So do we have anybody from For React? I think it was a really cool project. Combining ears with emotional response, right? If I remember correctly. So
Yeah, hello. Hi, I'm Sol. I was the team lead. Oh, it looks like we also have, yeah, and I've got Shin. Hey. And we've also got David over there. Thank you so much. Yeah, this was a lot of fun participating in the Hardware Hack. So our project was these wearable cat ears that are motorized and controlled by your facial expression via the data from like an XR headset. Oh, there's also Isabel there.
Yeah, hey guys, I was the fabricator.
Yeah. But yeah, cat ears controlled by your facial expression from the data using an XR headset. We think it's a fun, whimsical way to express yourself. And yeah, thank you so much.
Yeah, thanks so much. Woo!
It was a pleasure.
Yeah.
okay. So Jenny, I guess we can move to the next one. But congratulations to For React. I think it's a very innovative project in terms of improving our ways of expressing ourselves through additional limbs. I don't know what can I say. Great stuff, Jenny. I give it to you.
Yeah. And Lucas, you around there?
Yep.
Yeah, all right. And without further ado, Best of Hardware Hack goes to... Next slide.
Lucid Weave.
Yeah. Congratulations, everyone. Are you Lucid Weave? Are you here?
Super cool end product. Really awesome to see that. That was the one with the gigantic dress, right?
Yes,
Like with all the LEDs and stuff. Super
with
awesome.
the lights and flow.
Yes.
Yeah.
Amazing project.
Super
Can we have
cool.
somebody from the team? I hope we can see them.
Hello, testing. 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, it works. Yeah, please go ahead.
Oh, awesome. Let me turn on my camera real quick. Sorry. I think it's working. Oh, there we go. Okay. Hi everyone. How's it going? Sorry, I just woke up. So yeah. Thank you very much. I'm pretty happy. I'm so sorry. Come here. Okay. I wish the rest of our team was here. We're kind of because of the snowstorm, we all got kind of separated, unfortunately. But yeah, we're really happy to hear that we won. It's kind of surprising. I'm sure they're all really happy right now. But yeah, this project is really important to all of us. I know that the project hardware-wise and software, and also just the core message behind it was really important to us when we developed it, and it means a lot. And
So there is a lot of in-person happiness.
Oh shit! I'm here with Kevin, and I didn't. I wasn't expecting. Oh my god! Thank you so much. Oh my god! Oh my god! I was just heading out. Okay, this is done. Let's head out, have some good lunch, and shit. Thank you so much. This means a lot.
All right. So well done to the team, guys. I think I can only agree how amazing this project looks and works. And again, corroborate that we have a growing interest in combining hardware with software and amazing tech. So we definitely want to see more of that. And yeah, the Best of Hardware track it is. Lucas or Jen, do you have any final comment on the hardware track? Hardware hack?
Yeah. I think it's
No?
always great to see the growth and the creativity everybody brings.
Yeah, absolutely. So many awesome projects combining so many different things. A lot of ideas that, we hadn't seen before. So really awesome job, everyone.
Great. So our bag of goodies is still full. We can move on now to community hack, if I'm correct, and sponsored by Quasar Labs Lab, and I think Sultan would be the one presenting it if he's with us.
Yep. Luke, are you advancing the slides?
Sultan, you're a bit low on volume, I think. I don't know if it's just me, but I think you're a bit low.
Can you hear me? Hello.
We can hear you, but it's very low.
I don't know why it's very low.
You sound very far away, like I don't know where the microphone is, but
Can you hear me now?
it's still low.
Yeah, sorry, hold on. We were doing
It's on the mic from a VR headset across the room.
That's maybe what's happening.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, much better, much better.
Yeah, no, we were doing a watch party, so it was going on the TV. But Luke, are you advancing the slides?
Yes, I do. So please let me know.
All right. So yeah, so Community Hack was non-competitive track. And so yeah, you can just cue it up, Luke.
Okay.
And so we had two categories initially, just to keep it simple because we weren't focused and we didn't sort of abide by the same rules because some people picked existing content. Some of the teams like moved around and were different sizes and changed a little bit. So we really just tried to focus on two things: best design and then best execution. And so and what idea, what research, what background information went into the design. Then from the design, even as the projects change, what was the best execution? So cue us up, Luke. And for some reason, I can't see the full screen. Luke, can you see it?
Yeah. The video. Should I play this video, Sultan? I don't know.
No,
Do you see me?
the slides. Do you want me to share my screen with the slides?
Well, I'm sharing the.
I can't see it for some reason, but I disconnected. Okay, there you go. Thank you. No, go back to the previous slides. Yeah. Go back. You're at the bottom of it. There you go. Or you need to refresh, Luke. Refresh your screen.
Okay, so you as I say, we have live TV here, and unfortunately, if you add stuff, that would not be visible in the presentation, so it has to be recalibrated. So I'm doing this now.
And there we go.
So we get a bit of a spoiler there, I suppose.
That's all right. That's all right. They're mostly here and they can't see because they're at a watch party. That's why it was connected to the TV in the room. All right, yeah. So Community Hack is non-competitive track. So best design. Cue it up, Luke. Next slide. Was the winner was the memory tree. So give it up for memory tree.
Thank you.
Memory tree.
Awesome.
Are you guys here? I see Mark. I see
Yep,
Joy.
I'm here. Yep, and I see Nick.
Yes.
Hey, Nick here. And I got my cat.
Yes, we're so excited. Thank you guys so much. Woo,
Yeah, thank you,
shout out
team.
to the team.
Thank you guys so
The
much.
best team.
That was awesome. Our team was amazing. We all learned so much, and we're going to continue this project going forward.
Yes.
Yeah, their
And this is
project.
for, I'm sorry,
go
go
ahead,
ahead.
Joy. No, go ahead.
I was gonna say this is for everyone in the world that's dealing with grief or something like that. Like this is for you to let you know that you're not alone. So Sultan, sorry, go ahead.
No, I was just gonna hype you guys up. But Nick and Marcia, you guys want to say anything to not
Yeah,
share?
I just want to say, like, everyone on this team took the lead of a role of something that we've never done before. So from developing programming to doing art assets in Unity to doing UI and storyboarding, everybody was brand new to it. So I was so impressed with everybody. And also we had really amazing mentors that came by and spent so much quality time with us so that everybody got to have the full experience. And it was just really amazing. Thank you.
I also want to give a shout out to Zach.
we got a really good help from Zach. Thank you so much.
All right, awesome. Thanks, guys. And so for the next prize, it was focused on best execution. So how did you adjust from that plan to what you actually got working in the headset? And this next group did a really awesome job combining a lot of different things. And so it goes to, drum roll, please. It goes to Luke, change the slide, Between Us. And they're all here at the watch party that for Community Hack.
So absolutely stunned. I know watch party is all about, yeah. So absolutely stunned. Thank you everyone here in the team and Ria, big shout out to Ria. She's not here at the moment. It's been a wonderful experience. Also from a human perspective, especially from a human perspective, and look at us loving this moment together. And thank you, Sultan and the organization. The nature of our project was about showing how the field amongst people form, what moves us. And we wanted to show it by putting together different technologies and neurotech and rhythm and live performance. But the truth of it is that visualizing what moves us was at the very heart of what we wanted to do. So above technology, what is the human component that moves people together?
Woo! Thank you everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. This was a really fun project to make.
Yeah, it was amazing. Collaborate with such amazing people, knowing you guys, interacting with you. It was such an unforgettable experience from all of our bottom of our hearts. Thank you so much.
Thank you to all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
Turn your audio off. All right, so then we also actually had one additional one. So the judges came in to judge the different projects, and there was another special project that they wanted to actually add. They're being loud here. That the judges wanted to add, which wasn't planned, but I said since it's Community Hack, we would accommodate. So they added an honorable mention, which goes to Kind. So are any of the ladies from Kind here?
Go say here. Hello. Thank you so much. Hey, woo!
So they liked you guys' project so much, so then they begged me and they were like, is there any way we can add something, even though it wasn't
I'm gonna put my LinkedIn, my GitHub repo, like my GitHub. Laura is also over here. Laura, you should be talking right now.
Laura, where are you?
Thank you so much, guys.
Thank you so much.
All right, cool. And then we can move on. So the next one is the video so we also this year did our first ever official live Community Hack somewhere else, which was in Barcelona. So Chris Pilcher and Pia, who are longtime Reality Hack folks, were in Barcelona on the ground. We had a live stream going, connecting our room upstairs with the room in Barcelona at Espronceda. And so Luke, do you want to play that video?
Sorry, are we sharing the sound on this or not really? Probably not. Okay, so I'll reshare because maybe the sound is not there. Just give me a second. Sound.
And Chris and Pia, are you guys here?
Okay, give it a second. Sharp.
Hey everyone, it's Chris Pilcher.
Hey, I'm Andres. I'm from Colombia.
everybody. My name is Yorgos.
Hello, my name is Jordi Alfonso.
So yeah, so that wraps up our community hack presentation. We also wanted to add another sort of community hack to the Hacking the Hack. We normally play videos, but because this year we were moving around and doing things differently, so if anybody wants to stick around and see videos of all of the winning teams, the community hack folks, we at our little watch party, we decided to do like a little mini film festival. So if you want to stick on the Zoom, we can after we wrap out the formal presentation, then we can go through videos if you want to hang out and watch winning videos together. And so yeah, so we'll watch the videos, and then if the winners are still around, you can talk about your video, and we'll just go through the dev post for all the winning teams as our own sort of digital version of a public expo. But thank you, everybody. Thanks for all the support we got for a community hack this year, for all the projects. It's been an awesome time. And that's all I got.
Okay, thank you, Sultan. In this case, we're gonna move forward to our next part. So we move back to XR for MIT Math and Physics Education track, and do we have somebody to present this on the call? Waiting. If not, then I would just reveal the winner. So supported by Education Innovation Funds, Experimental Study Group, Math Department, and Physics Department at MIT. No? All right. So without further ado, the winner is... It's all relative, but it's all relative. Very philosophical. Do we have anybody from the team? This is your chance to take the mic and show yourself.
Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you so much. Okay. Oh my God. Okay. This my experience. Like it was like first day, we're trying to understand how Godot works, the code base works. Second day, trying to get things together, and then it's like combined with that, and also understanding how like the electromagnetic fields work. It's a blast, and I really enjoy it. And then what's even better is that like this is so interesting. Like there's a lot of math. We only got half of Maxwell's equations done, and we still want to continue this. Thank you so much, though. Like. I feel like the hard work did really pay off. Thank you. Oh, also one more thing. The reason why it's called is relative is because it has something to do with the fact that magnetic fields are kind of relative to your observer. There's some sort of relativity like reference in physics. But yeah, thank you so much.
Well done. Congratulations to the team. Yeah, and that concludes the second part of our awards with the special tracks, and we move on to the big awards. So I would like to call Scott or Maria to present ready for the best. Yeah, so best in the hack now. I'm not sure if it's Maria or Scott who would like to present that. Maria?
Sure. I have to find out what that was.
Well, you will see on the screen as it is in the live TV if that's enough.
All right, let's do it, Scott. Let's go live.
Yeah. All right. So we start with the bronze prize, and the winner on the bronze prize is. We go. Lucid Weave. Yeah.
Lucid Weave. Congratulations on your bronze. Fantastic.
Anybody? We had Lucid Weave already been excited for other award, but if you want to just say a few words about also being the Bryce Bronze winner, I suppose.
Thank you so much. Again, I was looking away because I was like done and dusted. But this was again a surprise. Thank you so much. What track was this?
Bronze. Bronze.
So sorry.
I see we're all on the same page. So, this is you won the bronze for one of the best in the hack, the entire reality hack. So
Oh my gosh, oh my gosh, thank you so much. Thank you so much. This means a lot. Like flying from India was really worth it for this, I think. Thank you so much.
So
long way,
luckily
that's
we
great.
did have that team already show up. And yeah, that was the amazing dress and with lights and interactive elements. Yeah, check out the dev post. It's all there if you want to see the exactly what happens with those projects, and you can check the code as well. We won't show the videos because it would take like 5 hours. So you move on, and Maria Scott, now it's a silver prize.
yep. So the best in the hack silver prize goes to, and then maybe Scott. Now you do a drum roll.
It's in.
You're on mute.
Farmhand. Beautiful. Congratulations. Really, really strong concept. I judge this team also myself. So congratulations, guys.
Is
We
Farmhand
have
in
somebody
the
from
house?
anybody? It would be great. Just as far as I remember, that project explored using AI to understand the quality of soil, and that was developed on AR glasses, if I remember correctly. Was an amazing project.
That's right. They were aiming to dramatically increase the yield of farming around the world by improving the information that farmers have available about their soil.
Okay, last chance to shine with your silver prize on our virtual floor, virtual stage. Okay, that's great. I think in this case, we're gonna move on to our grand prize.
So I'm the drum roll, as Maria said. Drum roll.
Drum roll,
It
please.
go, and please, this is a very important moment, probably the most important moment in the hype.
Yes, the grand prize winner for the 2026 reality hack is
Smart side.
Smart side.
Ooh, ooh.
Smart side. Congratulations on this gold prize, grand prize for Reality Hack 2026.
if you are
Do we
not
have
in the
anybody
house,
from
my cat will accept it on your behalf.
Amazing, guys. So yeah, this is the ultimate
Oh, we can play their
prize.
video. Can we play their video? Can you make that happen?
Thank you
for the last
so much.
segment?
Sorry, I think our teammate didn't expect it, so everyone is
Can you drop it?
doing their own business. I'm gonna call them now.
Can we play their video?
Okay, maybe we can still try to say a few words. I'm gonna try to cue it up very quickly.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, sounds good.
Here, Luke, they popped on. Can you unmute them? Sylvan and Jaden.
Can you guys hear me?
Hey, Jaden.
Hey, Jaden.
Yeah.
Hey.
I just wanted to thank my team. We spent a lot of time on this project and there was some ups and downs, but we got through it. And thank you guys for pulling me along last. I joined a little late because of timing conflicts, but very proud.
Hey guys,
Yeah, this
Hanslik
is
here.
truly
Oh, sorry.
unexpected, and we thank you so much for the organizers and the judges.
What was your project about? What did it do? What was your motivation? Don't all go at once,
speak at
though.
once.
We won't be able to hear which one's speaking.
Vivian, what was your
Hello?
project about?
Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, we can
Yes.
hear you. What was your project
Oh,
about?
awesome. So, thank you so much. Really didn't expect this. We're gonna grab a big bunch of beer later. So, our project is mainly focused on the educational field, and the pain point that we're targeting is that currently all the students, especially the goal-driven students, are facing a lot of issues in manual logging their study progress, including students with like lack of supervisions or lack of parents presenting. So this actually occurs a lot of like education, inequality. And then in this case, we really wanted to use the Meta Raven glasses to resolve this problem by having the automatic logging to replace the manual logging. So you can use the glasses to track everything that you studied and also capture the content, your behaviors, your lack of intention, and then which content that you're struggling instead of you manually doing it on yourself. So yeah, let's watch the video.
Meet Sylvan. She's a high achiever, but her studying is constantly interrupted by manual tracking. Like millions of students, Sylvan uses popular study apps, topic logs, notes, photos, questions, timers. But there's a problem. To prove she studied, she has to stop studying. Every session, she's unlocking her phone, logging what she worked on,
Why do I have to manually log every time?
So we wondered, what if learning tracked itself? We built Luna, a Meta Raven-powered study coaching app. Sylvan just starts studying.
Hey there! SmartSight is ready to study with you. To ask a question, start with, "Hey Luna."
The glasses see her book and automatically captured what she's working on, how long she spent on each subject. Using AI-powered contextual analysis, Luna understands learning quality, detecting active focus, passive reviews, and moments of distractions without Sylvan logging anything.
Hey Luna, what is the function of mitochondria?
Mitochondria are often called the powerhouse of the cell. What does that suggest about the cell's need for energy?
Later, everything comes together. Her study sessions are automatically organized by contacts across days and weeks, so reflections, reviews, and improvement happen effortlessly. Focus on learning will track the rest.
So yeah, well done to everybody. I think we should all use emotes to congratulate to the ultimate winners.
Round of applause, round of applause.
Congratulations.
Yay.
And also actually clap.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Again, all proud. Well done.
Good job.
Amazing job.
Thank you guys.
Okay, so we are not done just yet. There's more to show. So I move to Brian.
Yeah, thanks, Luke. So everyone, it's been awesome, really seeing all of the projects here, and really congratulates to everyone that submitted a project. Even it takes a lot to get to that point, and I know with a few hours shorter, even with a few hours shorter, you guys, everyone did so amazing, and you should all be giving yourselves a round of applause for it. Now we just have a few partners that we want to talk about and talk about what they're up to. So in addition to I'm actually going to mess this up, so I'm going to have to I don't exactly remember what AWU is providing, but tickets for some subset of winners. I will when you guys get the emails later, it will be be clear. They'll be automatically entered into the Builders Nexus. I think it's automatically entered. Actually, Maria, you're here if you want to.
Yeah, no. So the grand prize, the gold prize winner, becomes part of the Builders Nexus and will be able to pitch on stage. And the other track winners will be gifted an AWE ticket, and you will have the opportunity to enter the Builders Nexus. So yeah, we will follow up with details on how to claim that by email.
Yeah, thank you, Maria. and then we'll also have a discount code for AWE happening in Long Beach in June. So you should also be on the lookout for that in case you are interested in attending. Actually, last year we also did a hackathon with our friends at Snap, and I think it went really well. So I think we'll probably be talking to and discussing what something similar might look like in June for this year. Next slide. All right. Earlier this year, we announced a thing called Immersion League. It's a partnership between Immerse the Bay at Stanford, Harvard XR, and us at Reality Hack. And I believe Victor from Immerse the Bay is here. Victor, if you want to just say something about Immerse the Bay.
Yeah, hello, I'm right here. Thank you everyone for coming. And so I'm from Immersive Bay. I directed along with my co-president Emmanuel this past year. And I see a lot of familiar faces at the hackathon today and the past few days. So thank you everyone for continuing on from Immersive Bay, and I hope you had an amazing experience at Reality Hack. So a little about Immersive Bay. Immersive Bay is the second major hackathon in terms of extended reality in the US. This year we had about 300 hackers, 67 teams, and 30,000 in prize pool. And we'll aim to do even bigger and better next year. And this is every November. So for Immersion League, we start and follow the school year. So when we start in fall quarter or fall semester, Immersive Bay is our first hackathon there. And then Reality Hack is our winter quarter, winter semesters event. And then we can end off with Harvard XR. So again, thank you everyone. Thank you to the Reality Hack organizers, to Luke and Brian and everyone I've met. It's been an honor working with you guys. I hope that we can work together even more in the future. And yeah, so it's been really fantastic. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, Victor. So when we came together to talk about what the Immersion League is, we really wanted to bring together our three events, at least to start, and see what we can do when we join forces. One of the things that we are going to talk about and pilot is a way to bring your projects across events. So you might have seen this year that there was an Immersion League continuity track. That was our attempt to it. I think only one team submitted to it, so we decided to cancel that track. And they needed equipment that we wouldn't have available at the hack. So as we kind of work together with Immerse the Bay and Harvard XR to flush out our partnership and these initiatives, I think one of our goals is to see projects that you can carry over from hack to hack, and then eventually also showcase at Harvard XR, because Harvard XR is a conference, and just to see what we can do, our three communities can do to foster bigger and better projects. It is a new initiative, so we're really excited to see the partnership take form. So please stay tuned in the future to see to hear more about what we're going to be up to. Awesome. And that is a good segue to Harvard XR. Is there anyone from Harvard XR here?
No, I think we should just show the slide.
Okay, cool. Well, Harvard XR is happening on April 11th, 2026. So if you're interested in attending Harvard XR, that will be happening on the 11th. There are some QR codes there to sign up for the event, as well as if you're interested in speakers or sponsoring the event, there's another QR code for that. Cool, thank you. And from our friends at Sense AI, they're also hosting a hackathon, and they are going to be doing something in San Francisco in March 13th, 15th. So if you're interested in, if you've been working with AI at Reality Hack, and you're interested in that, there's the link to sign up for that.
Did we lose
And
the
now,
slide?
yes, thank you, Maria. Um,
These are imaginary links and QR codes, but
and then for the now I want to welcome Ian McKenzie to the virtual stage and to talk a little bit about our team.
Hello, mic check. Yes. Thank you everybody for coming to Reality Hack 2026. It's been absolutely wonderful hacking with you all. Just a little bit about our team is that it takes quite a bit of effort, a whole village of people to come together and put this on every year. We have a lot of different aspects that we work in. Luke, can you jump to the next slide? Thank you. Okay, so I wanted to give a big shout out, thank you to the whole organizing team. If anybody is interested in helping with the hackathon in the future, we have a whole bunch of different roles that need to come together in order to make the hackathon a success, whether it's marketing for the event, getting sponsorship, bringing in cool technology, handling logistics spaces, communications. And so if anybody is interested, then on our next slide, we have a couple things we would love for you to fill out. If anybody is interested in getting involved with the Reality Hack organization, you can apply here with just a short form. And we'll also be sharing these links in the Discord too, so for later reference. And then we have one more thing, whether you want to be involved or you want to continue to be a hacker, on the next slide, we would love it if everybody would please fill out this feedback form. We would love to hear what you enjoyed about this year's event and what we can do to improve for the future so we can continue putting on the best hackathon possible. So thank you so much and hope to see you again in 2027.
I'm just gonna add an extra plug to what Ian said. We've been doing a lot of expanding. This year we also did, in terms of recruitment, we also did a big event in Brussels. And we might be doing some other entertainment industry things. So some of the artists you saw were sort of setups for some other potential exciting collaborations. And then we might also be expanding with Community Hack to some different cities where either there are hubs of Reality Hack alumni or potentially just like other XR creative hubs. So it's definitely a good time to join the org. We have some folks are moving on, some folks are upping their sort of commitment, but it's a really great way to also meet lots of people in the industry. Most of us at the org are on a first name basis with most people at like the top tech companies. So if you're someone who, if you struggle meeting people, or if you really want to figure out a way, if you're a college student, to kind of get to know more folks in the industry and connect more with sort of the sort of trendsetters of the XR industry, the Reality Hack org team is a great place to be. And it's an awesome, beautiful group of humans who are super fun and really cool. So I'm just double plugging the org team. That's it. And the watch party. So if you want to hang around, we're gonna watch some winning videos together if people want.
Great. So thanks, Emilio Sultan. And we'd like to move to closing remarks by Mehek. Mehek, are you with us? Mehek was opening with a beautiful song. I don't know if there is anything prepared for today. If not, then I will hand over to Brian maybe to give us closing remarks.
I feel like the things I said earlier probably qualified as closing remarks as well as what everyone else has said. But really, it's always an honor for our team, which is a combination of MIT students as well as professionals that work in the field, not just in XR but in XR and beyond, to volunteer and make this event happen for you, our community. We're always really grateful for all the stories that you share with us and for everything that you've created. And really each and every one of you truly embody the spirit of Reality Hack. You come together to learn, come together to create, and of course, because we're doing it all in person, I'm sure, and I hope that I really hope that everyone came and made at least one new friend one to at this event that will last beyond the hackathon. Some of my best friends now, of course, are here at this hack and on the org team. As Sultan said, yes, this group is really a great group of people, but like this great group of people extends to you, our community. So really, we can't wait to do this again for you. Look out for all the new things that we want to do for you, out of really the goodness of wanting to see this community succeed. And yeah, with that being said, everyone, we hope you enjoy the snow day. Please stay safe. There is a lot of snow. I'm looking outside my Airbnb window right now, and it looks like there's a car that's like fully covered by snow. I don't know how it's going to get out, if it will get out. And please enjoy the snow day, and please, when you are traveling again, that you get back to where you are coming from safely. I know I am really excited to sleep, especially in my own bed back home in New York City tomorrow night. So thank you, everyone, and we'll see you.
Before we go,
Brian,
Brian,
can we
sorry.
have everyone, the organizers, like show themselves before we leave?
Oh
Can we do that?
yes, yeah.
Yeah, we should do a
Organizers, if
shout
you're
out to
on,
the
if
organizers.
you're on camera, we would love to see you. A lot of us really work behind the scenes to make this happen. You don't see everyone every day because sometimes we are trying to do the next thing. We are making sure that the next thing is prepped and ready, but we are also like a large group of folks that
Luke,
do.
spotlight me.
Albert's doing the spotlighting, and he says that there is apparently a spotlight limit.
You can unspotlight me, Luke. It's okay. I'll remove mine.
Um,
Yep, they've seen me enough.
So yeah, it really takes a village. Like like if you think about like how this event comes together, everyone has to think about every little piece of the event that goes on, and because we try to do so many intentional things at this hackathon, every intentional thing requires at least one person to think about that thing. So as you can imagine, that makes this org team very sprawling. But we do the best we can, and we do it because we want to see this technology and and this new experiential technology be used in the hands of creators like you for the betterment of humankind.
And I
So
want to give
thank
a
you,
couple
org
of
team.
super shout outs too, because there are a bunch of folks who are behind the scenes more and they don't always get spotlight. Luke, can you remove your background? And so Alejandro Jimenez, he's
They
been
are not in my background. They're all around me, so you wouldn't see them if I remove my background. But definitely they are around.
they're around. I saw Albert pop in for a second. Alejandro has
Albert,
been
come
coordinating a
back.
bunch of stuff behind the scenes for a minute, coordinating travel, bunch of stuff. He's low key, so you probably might not even know he's an org person, but he been doing an amazing job. Albert, who is over Luke's shoulder, built so many things on the Web Tools team, coordinating, building Reality Hack World, updating stuff, doing live pushes, doing live fixes, doing so many amazing things. John Maloney is sitting next to Ian. So you guys might not know John, but John does an amazing job coordinating shipping, coordinating all of the food. And so there are a lot of is there other you guys know you know other people who are loud and talk to you all the time. Like Jenny does amazing work coordinating a ton of things. I'm trying to see who else does it. You guys help me out. Who else doesn't get seen a lot but is doing a lot? Catherine,
Grace also, Grace coordinates an entire army of day of event volunteers, and that does all of the tasks that we help them with, that we would need help with rather. And so yes, extra shout out to Grace. She does amazing work.
And Catherine does an amazing job coordinating all of the judges, all of the mentors, reviewing applications, picking people, communicating, yelling at them when they don't listen. And it does it always with a sweet smile and awesome fresh laugh.
The background. So also special shout out to Kat, I think, also for stepping up in particular in so many tasks. I would love Kat to get involved in our organization. The student, amazing job, Kat. It's a pleasure.
Yeah, shout out to Kath and the MIT student crew that helped us out
Yeah.
at the hardware room.
Yeah,
Big
yeah.
love.
Shout out to Luke. What about Luke, man? Give it up. Yeah.
Oh yes, Luke.
And then
Um,
Thomas, is Thomas here?
Where's Thomas?
Thomas is here.
Thomas did this crazy vibe coding thing while we were in the middle of doing sponsorship because you guys might not know, but we sometimes have to have like, even though we end up with like 25 sponsors, we probably have calls with 100 sponsors, and then end up getting a fourth of them, and then and so Thomas did this awesome vibe coding thing to track all of those 6 months of conversations in order to land with the sponsors that support our event. So, and Maria Rice, just give it up for Maria, our fearless leader, who works around the clock through multiple time zones all of the time. It's always I'm in LA and I get messages from her at like 2 in the morning. I'm like, why are you up at 5 Eastern time? What is happening? So yeah, huge kudos to Maria for another successful hack and leadership as our exec director.
Thanks.
Maria,
And
you
if-
should
Thank you,
say
Maria.
something, Maria.
Yeah, I'm saying
Preach,
something.
preach.
No. You all said enough. So if you want to check the chat, you have an article from GamesBeat that just dropped. So congrats to everybody who participated in the gaming track. And yeah, there were a lot of great firsts in this event. Not just our first big snowstorm and our first sewage leak, but our first of many amazing successes and new hardware and new tracks and most importantly, new faces. And so welcome to the fam, you guys.
Cool. Thank you.
We gotta do our cheer, huh?
Airbnb.
Yeah, we got to do our cheer. All right, everybody. So this is going to be super duper chaotic, but that is part of what
We'll do it
Reality
anyway.
Hack is all about.
That was
So,
created.
because our org team is so distributed. When we meet, we always try to do a cheer at the end. It's just a call and repeat cheer. So I'll say reality, you all say hack, but we are not gonna say hack at the same time. Because in the spirit of working asynchronous across different locations and being remote and latency, you can't. It's basically impossible to say hack at the same time. So when I say reality, you say hack when you feel like it. All right, and we'll do it 3 times. All right, I invite everyone to unmute now. If you can, if Luke lets everybody unmute. All right, let's try it. Reality.
Hack.
Reality. Reality. All right, thank you everyone. Sultan will be staying online to host that watch party. So if you're interested in looking at going through the dev post and watching the rest of the winners' videos, please stay online. Other than that, we hope you have a great day. Everyone gets home safe to the travel, but please enjoy this snowstorm. But please be safe. Thank you, everybody.
Bye, everybody.
Still say hack.
Now we do closing time.
Luke, do you want me to? Can you make me the host, and then that way you don't have to spell it?
Yes.
After the dance party.
Closing time. Open all the doors and let you out into the world. Closing time. Turn all of the lights on over every boy and every girl. Closing time. One last call for alcohol, so finish your whiskey or beer. Closing time. You don't have to go
Yeah,
home,
we're
but
dance
you
like this next
can't stay here. I know who I want to take me home. I know who I
What's happening tonight? I know.
I was asking where, okay, so it's, can you show me the message where it says to add?
Brian, we can hear you. Don't talk about the hackers yet. We start that after.
Okay, guys. Sultan, you're co-host. You're free to do what you have
Co-host.
to.
Well, I don't know how to do the unpin thing. Because it's still sharing your screen.
Okay, let me just stop sharing then. Or maybe that. No, I did. I thought I did. Okay, wait a second. Okay, try now.
All right, I'll try to share now. Well, let me pull up the, I think what the easiest way, what I'll do is I'm just gonna scroll all the way up. Scott, were you posting the videos from the beginning? And then that way we can just go through the chat and then click on, oh no, he didn't start posting them until later. All right, we'll check in on that later. All right, so we'll keep this informal for anyone who wants to stay on. And then I'll plug my back up to our little TV here. Oh, I guess you guys can see it there. All right, so where is our dev post? I might need to like have another screen hand hacky too. So I could, no, I'm just trying to get the winners list in order, but I have the other slides, so I know what all they are. So our first one we're going to track down, which was Half League, best use of AR for urban portals and spatial overlays, and the winner was FrawlMed by FrawlMed. So let's look for their dev posts. All right, is anybody from there on FrawlMed? All right, maybe they're not on. Let's see if I can find it. Oh my goodness, stop it, devs. For some reason, it won't show the projects. All right, give me a sec, guys. Sorry, it's making me switch my dev post thing. Okay, continue. All right, where can I find this? Somebody post if you have the FrawlMed link. It is mine. It's not one to show up in my dev post. Already have. Do you guys have the link over there? I'm looking for the link for FrawlMed, sorry. I can't find their dev posts. Oh, pronounced framed. There you go. That's funny. I was seeing it as an L, not an M. I thought it looked like Ahmed. Could someone post the dev post in the chat if you have the dev post? We'll do this collaboratively. Thank you, Jessica. All right, and so now I will share. That's easier now to see that it's from.
Hi, are you struggling to take a picture? Yeah. What are those? These are my Snap spectacles. They can help you take better pictures. You want to try? Sure. Oh, wait. We're just follow. Yeah. Just follow us? Oh.
When you put the specs on, Gemini instantly identifies the subject you want to capture and places geolocation markers to guide you to the best angles, all with an optional toggle. Once you're ready, Gemini directs your head movement to compose your shot perfectly. When the ideal shot is locked, the frame flashes yellow and clears, leaving you in full control to capture the moment.
Nice. Good job. All right. Next we have, anybody want to comment? We can do like mini talk back if anybody wants to share. Yeah, good video. I just had a flash of that Key and Peele skit, as we were saying, because the way they wrote it on here, it's like FR, but it looks like on my phone, at least that I'm looking at it, it looked like Ahmed, the name Ahmed. So then I was like, what are they trying to say? But it reminded me of that Key and Peele skit where he can't pronounce anyone's name. All right, so the next we have Standing on the Shoulders of Sustainability. And that is Farmhand, which we heard a lot from. And so let's find that one. All right, I got it. Speed up. Anyone from Farmhand here? All right, I'll just play it since they won a bunch of awards and see what this was about. So you take photo, press to take photo, analyze. All right. So it uses AR glasses to help farmers assess soil health on the spot. It does soil analysis, crop analysis, and growth simulations. Oh, cool. Anybody from Farmhand around? Nope. All right. We'll keep it moving. One note from a professional film person. It definitely helps if you have audio. I know we were rushing, but you guys can, I think you should be able to go back in and like do updates on your dev posts. And so, yeah, so you can always update those. I suggest too, like if everyone make a full like 3 to 5 minute project video, where you can, that sort of describes the overall thing. So you can collect photos and everything from everyone on your team's projects, and then, or from everyone on your team's phones, then make one nice like little 3 to 5 minute video that you can always share about like the larger project. And so the next one was location-based storytelling for creators of all levels, and that was our Female Kings project. And so let's see what what their project was. Oh, I think that's when Scott started posting them in the Discord, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, no, he started on Love and Hate Robot.
Hey, I just shared a link.
Oh, great, thank you. I was scrolling. Scrolling. All righty, here we go. Oh, look at those female kings.
I'm Marianne.
I'm Anatola.
I'm Emma.
I'm Erica.
And we're the Female Kings!
Before New York City was a city, it was a living ecosystem.
We created an immersive, location-based, augmented reality story that reveals how New York's landscape has transformed over time.
Our story moves through pre-colonial ecosystems, communities, and the modern city, showing how nature was reshaped, buried, and fragmented.
Then we reimagine what New York City could become through sustainability, restoration, and climate resilient design.
The future begins with your choice!
Nice, well done. All right, so next up, anybody still here from the Female Kings?
Hello, I'm still here.
Hey, Erica. Anything you want to share?
No, just we wanted to make a project, immersive, educational piece. And it was a lot of fun, so thank you.
All right. So our next one is ClearQ. So let me go back to the reality hack. Introducing ClearQ, a social cue assistant. It looks like it is analyzing emotion. It's ready to assist people with autism struggling with social interaction. In the moment, social cue awareness for autistic adults.
Hey, how's it going? Yeah, no, I'm doing really well. How are you doing? Yep. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, no, sounds good. All right, I'll see you.
Analyzing facial expressions can provide a temporary summary of detected tone and emotional shifts from the conversation. Interesting. It detects tone, facial expression. And there are 75 million autistic individuals, and it's built for autistic users. Clarity in the moment. That is a really cool use case. One of the things I really love about reality hack projects is that they're always, so many things that people think up that you wouldn't normally think of AR glasses. I was talking to someone recently who's a skeptic of XR, and he was basically like, they can keep making new things, whatever they want, but like you're not going to get to large-scale adoption of AR. And he had all of these reasons why. And I was like, but all these glasses are coming out. He's like, it won't matter, but a lot of times those types of folks are, even that thinking is kind of coming from a privileged perspective, because they're thinking about the glasses in this very sort of limited industry, lens, but they're not thinking there are a bunch of people who have different disadvantages and different types of ways in the world, and thinking about how a lot of this technology can be can sort of even the playing field. And so I think when you really start thinking about those folks, we're not allowed to say the word marginalized in the States, but like marginalized folks, you actually end up with a lot of different use cases, like AR for people with different disabilities, or even for blind folks. So I really appreciate all the projects like that. We can also talk, you guys, and have a conversation about the projects. We don't have to just. So if anybody wants to chime in on that note, it wasn't meant to be a me talking the whole time thing. I was hoping people would chime in. So we're gonna check out gradient by gradient.
Oh, my name is Chris Park. Look at me, code generation. So much code. Wow. Gradient.
Alright, so with Gradient, we built the personalization layer that empowers people with accessibility needs to dream up any AR application. So no two developers are the same, no two artists are the same. So why is it that when we build accessibility tools, we lump 1.3 billion people together as if they're identical? Within the XR space, currently all of the solutions target a specific group with a specific problem. But with the mission to push AR beyond just these niche groups, we want to build it for everybody. And the ones who benefit most from these XR applications are the ones with accessibility needs who can't build with anything yet. That's why we built the solution, which we're going to demo here. We start first with the onboarding process, because the onboarding process is the most potent step to destigmatize the development of any useful feature. Most apps that are created basically have autism mode or ADHD mode. This basically defines you as a group of people, when in reality, everyone lies on the spectrum. You could be slightly less, you could have vision impairments, you could have speech impairments. All these are different functions that will require a unique scenario. So first we run you through an experience that has you talk about everything that you want. It'll automatically define your accessibility needs, and then you can build the product. So to start our market opportunity, the TAM, SAM, SOM, our TAM is the global assistive market, and then our SOM, we are going to target specifically the AR application space. Next, revenue, we're going to use a B2C consumer subscription plan. This allows a free plan to generate one tool and a pro plan to generate unlimited tools. That means they can develop many different use cases and utilize it in any sort of scenario. For current competitive matrix, the current market for any AI builder is dominated by Lovable, Bolt, and V0, but the one difference is that AR has not caught up, mainly because developing in Unity and Lucido has been very difficult. This allows us to have high accessibility while also having high utility. Finally, for early signals, we understand that agentic workflows are on the rise, and thus we're able to bring it to the AR space, and we were able to capitalize specifically on the Raven technology, which is designed for everyday builders. Through their Linux system allows us to build a agent orchestration workflow that no other XR technology can currently.
That was whoever did. Is anyone from Gradient here on the call? That intro sound design was amazing. I don't know if y'all peeped what was happening. It was that was awesome and hilarious. It reminds me of that old video that used to be just like a car, like a 2D car. And then they were just like and it just this person's
I also want to say that their animation was top notch. That was solid looking. Loved it.
That was actually, yeah. All right, next we have best app for overall best app, I guess, for Raven Glasses, which is I don't want to get it wrong again. Is it Ryder? Are they here? Paul Revere? All right, let me try to dig it up.
Screen recall.
Okay, that started at Love and Hate Robot. That's the tricky thing when you do unique things because it makes it harder to try to find them on searching on the project gallery. Anybody have the link to write our? Raven, let me try to search that. Okay, there you go.
We present Rider, a hands-free, real-time coaching and safety tool for drivers on the AR lightweight Raven glasses.
I'm a simulation car racer and motorcyclist. Over the summer, I earned my motorcycle license. One key takeaway was, look where you want to go.
But under stress, that's incredibly hard to get right. Your attention gets pulled towards what you're afraid of hitting, the wall, the ground, or other drivers.
We extend the applications of this road safety education through augmented reality.
That's why we built Rider, to optimize our limited human attention.
Our app coaches when to utilize healthy scanning patterns and intentional target focus for high-intensity vehicle operation.
We created a system that detects unintentional prolonged gazes and prompts riders to consciously fixate gaze to a safe exit or begin scanning. We achieve this through spatial sound and visual motion cues for real-time visual coaching. Rider works for skaters, everyday drivers, motorcyclists, as well as commercial truck drivers.
This is Rider, and we thank you for your attention.
Awesome, Gob. Anybody here from that group want to talk a little bit? Or you guys can also add feedback if you want. In terms of like talking about the sort of industry. One thing I like to do is go through the dev post things and then see the evolution of what types of projects people are doing in terms of diversity of financial verticals of industry, but also like the nuance of UI UX design for a particular industry. So you get a lot of stuff around accessibility for disabled folks. We already saw I think 3 of them so far. And so it kind of lets you know, especially if you're an entrepreneurial person, which I own 3 companies, like you should be keeping an eye out as advice to you all. If any of you ever want to pitch investors and stuff, like looking at trends, and noticing what trends people are thinking about, because things that might just be a random project idea now, like if you fast forward 5 years when there's a bunch of, AR glasses for each company, and then a lot of these things that, right now might just be a fun idea could actually be like a full-blown company later on. And some of these will probably go on to become startups. All right, looking up next, we got Best Use of Styly, and it's Garden Society by MTV Cribs and Dreamfield Gateways by Dreamfield. And that's funny. And so those 2 got honorable mention. So let's see if we can find Garden Society. All's coming in. Fia, are you trying to call me for something in the call or something different? All right, I found it. So we'll check out Garden Society.
Introducing Garden Society, made by the MTV Cribs. Garden Society is a multiplayer productivity game that you can play together.
This is similar to your thing.
So here's how it works.
Oh, no.
Open up your tasks, go to the shop, and write down what you want to do in that session. The shopkeeper will give you a seed. That can be planted anywhere you want in your community garden. Choose wisely because your friends will see it. Accountability groups can be crucial in sticking to a habit or making new ones.
Okay, interesting. Anybody from that project here? Nope. Okay. Oh, thank you. All right, let me stop that share. All right, so up next we have Dreamfield Gateways by Dreamfields WIP. So guys, the other thing, so we're also doing a little mini hackathon here at our Airbnb. But I wanted to see if you guys can find the best projects that are available to load onto those. Because someone said that you can find some on like Android XR, but like I don't know where they are. All right, I found it. So Dream Gateways, here we go. Whoa, anybody from that group here? Dulce? Oh, okay, dope. Shall. All right, who do we got next? Next we have the winner of Best Use of Styly is Chado XR by Japanese Ceremony. Anybody here from that group? All right. Oh, nice. Good job on the video, guys. All right, now we're moving to Eco Dreaming XR for Collective Futures by Agog. And their winner was Manhattan 2100 by the Female Kings and Tier Space. So we already saw Female Kings, so let's look at Tier Space by Good Questions. Anybody here from one of those?
You know, Female King, still here.
Oh, yeah.
Still here. Got that energy. Thank you so much.
We appreciate you.
This is tier space. Think in 3D together. Rank any concept across 3 axes, then guess where someone else would place it. In co-op, you place your answer, your friend guesses your opinion, and you instantly see how close you are. You can even choose your own word to evaluate. The AI will create relevant axes for you and your friends to confront your own understandings and biases. We want to provide a platform for you to be able to interact with and understand how to make greener decisions in your life. Unfortunately, this app will be available to everyone, so try to be better than that guy. Tier space. Rank it, guess it, learn how you align.
Nice. All right, anybody from that group here, TierSpace, want to talk about the project? Anybody noticing any unique trends for the projects this year? Is there anyone on the Zoom, or am I just talking to a bunch of people who forgot to turn their computer off?
I'm on the Zoom, but unfortunately I have to jump to a client call at 2. So, but dude, Sultan, this is awesome, and I said it in the message. I'm so sad that the community side of this, because we spend the whole weekend embedded working on these things, and we don't get to actually see everyone else's work. So, I'm almost wondering, is there a way that you could convince the people to like host something next week, like something where it's an official thing where we can go through it and chat about it, or?
Yeah, no, we could totally do that. Yeah, and so yeah, so we can like a with like a little bit of a program kind of thing.
Yeah, something like Brian. I don't know if that's a good idea because again, I mean, we're all busy. They're all snowed in. Everyone's getting kicked out of their hotels right now, so they all had to drop. But something where it's an actual showcase because everyone's video should get like some chance to see it because that's the beauty of that community side expo thing.
Yeah, a digital version of the expo.
Totally.
All right, sounds good. Yeah, I think we'll do that. Who else?
Yeah, because I don't think anyone else is on this. It seems like there's a lot of people that have just left it on, but
They are.
because I love your energy. You're doing such a good job keeping it going.
All right. No, I don't need to talk in the space. So yeah, we'll look into doing a formal program maybe like next week or something when
I
everyone's
love that.
back home
Yeah.
and settled. All right, thanks for the suggestion. Yeah, no, I
No,
felt the
totally.
same way because it's like, you want to at least see a little bit of some of people's stuff,
Yeah.
and
No.
have them talk a little bit about it,
Everyone's ideas, they're all valid, they're all awesome, they all touch at things, and I think if there's a way that we can organize it so that we can have that VR expo, or the virtual expo, yeah, at like a time when we can all like not
Be
be thrown out of
focused.
hotels. Totally,
Yeah. No, totally. All right. So then thank you for the suggestion, Scott. So we'll end on that note. And then then we'll try to schedule something where more people can come and have some scheduled time and we're not traveling and all that stuff.
Yeah.
All right. Thanks everybody for sticking around if you're still there. Erica and the other two people.
And
Armand.
Erica, nice job. That I'm so impressed by that project. I think you guys are nailing it too. So.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
All
Bye.
right, I'll